Jan Trends, today's newspaper of 23rd of November 2023. So the first news is about the worker. For more than 41 workers are in the tunnel in Uttarkasi. Sadly, the team of NDRF are working closely to have a sort of relief to that workers, and uh, the medical team are on standby to give medical assistance as the evacuation completed. The evacuation has been around 12 days has passed from the mid of November. Friends, move on to the second news. As two army captains, two soldiers killed in Rajouri operation. As in Jammu Kashmir, the militancy reduced to the bottom. There is still some case that have impacted the peace in the valley. To neutralize these cases and element, we have lost two army captain and two soldiers. A heavy loss to the Indian Defense Forces. And move on to the third news: the killing of innocent, unacceptable. Modi says at G20, and during during the G20 meet, Prime Minister Modi mentioned that amid Israel-Palestine war, there is unacceptable of killing of innocent people. On the same time, he also condemned the terrorist attack and the terrorist activity that are take place on October 7. Move on to the next news. After 2 months, India resume e-services for Canadian citizens as situation improves. Friends, as we know that the relation between India and Canada are not very well. As recently the Canadian PM put allegation to Indian defense forces that the involvement in the killing of people in the Canadian people, Hardeep Singh Nijjar in the June 18, which who is the chief of Khalistani Tiger forces, and thereafter the allegation are put for India without the concrete evidence that decrease the bilateral relation between both the countries. And move on to the next news. This is for awareness only, and as the a recent high profile case is been observed in past few months, and the news is about conman Chandrasekhar 12 high-end vehicles to be auctioned, and he is the person who with the help of connection and high profile link involved in the many mischievous activity and took a lot of money from high profile people, and he is right now in behind the bar. And to collect the money, the income tax authority auctioned his 12 high value addition cars, among which Rolls Royce is a costlier one. Friends, move on to the editorial part. The first editorial is unheeded advice. The time has come for the governor role to be reconsidered. Friends, as the governor role is in the row since 2 years, and it is specifically in the state where the government is not of same party as of center, and for that the Supreme Court has provide direction for the and asking questions from the governor. And here the important part for our written examination is the article 20 article 200 of the constitution, which deal with the presentation of bill passed by legislation to the governor for assent will come under a good deal of scrutiny in this matter. And what is the matter? The governor has the power to withhold the assent, and that is not time bound. For that, if a bill passed by the elected legislature assembly, the governor can pass immediately or hold for time, and that hold for reconsideration has no time limit, and that is somewhere obstacle and a case of frustration for elected party. They have to move to the high court to pass that bill, and for every bill that is annoying and time consuming and unconstitutional too. So it's remain to be seen what happen in future and the action taken by the government to consensus between the governor and the state legislative assemblies. Again, news is glimpse of hope. The pause in war after the hostage release deal given peace a chance, as more than 2.3 billion people of the Gaza Strip has been unspeakable misery, who have lived in unspeakable misery since October 7, as a peace deal is being signed by both the parties, Israel and Palestine. The deal is broken by Qatar government, which has a good communication and influence over the Hamas and understanding with Israel. In this pact, the Hamas has 240 hostages during the October 7 cross-border attack in Israel, and Israel is agreed to have a 4-day relief and ceasefire. There are some editorials regarding listen to the people, not to the number, and this is about the employment in India, and this is about the method of preventing of cruelty against human by the help of using of animal cruelty. In this editorial, editor trying to make a link between the animal cruelty and the violence against children or against humans. As move on to the next, and it is the article or the opinion about same-sex couple are judged to rescue, and this about the just Justice Anand Mohan of Madras High Court has innovated yet again on November 17, 2023. Susma and Commissioner of Police. He talk about the interest and the right of the LGBTQ plus community and the challenges they have faced in employment and business houses and assimilation of society. And as he also talk about the both of the opinion maker also talk about the right that the LGBTQ plus community should have, and they also talk about the harassment and the mental trauma suffered by the community, and also comment on the Supreme Court's recent judgment. Move on to the next news. It is reasoning behind the rising in the Indian Railway AC coaches, as Indian Railway is in the loss from a past period, and this news talk about the give insight about what is the condition for Indian Railway, how they can improve their situation. And here the operational cost of Indian Railway is not up to the mark from the 2019, and COVID-19 pandemic also worsened the situation, and the only segment for that is profitable for Indian Railway is the AC tier coach. And Here is AC3 that is profitable for the Indian Railway. That's why they increasing the number of AC3 tier in the trains. Move on to the next news. India campaign, health campaign, first week of Vikas Bharat Sankalp Yatra. This is the initiative of government which launched in 19th of November 2023, in which the these government officials are come together to bring awareness regarding the government initiative right of people, and this initiative getting a positive response from the day one, and is moving with the 1232 Union Health Ministry informed. The health camp were concluded in 203 Gram Panchayat under the initiative. And that's from my side, friend. This is from the today's newspaper, and there are some also news regarding the South Korea suspended deal after the North Korea put military satellite into the orbit, and China Uruguay upgrade relation as leader meet in Beijing. China is again improving their influence under the BRI, and it is quite challenging for Indian security and sovereignty. And again, big news from the day after being removed, Altman back as OpenAI CEO along with the new board. Recently, the CEO of ChatGPT maker company OpenAI, CEO Altman, has been removed, and this this AI engine come into the picture in November 2022 with the machine learning model, and this is artificial intelligence that come into continuously news from the day of November in the machine learning concept. As again, US strike kill 8 pro-Iran fighter in Iran, anger Baghdad. Strike over response to attack against US and coalition force by Iran and Iraq backed group. That is the US stance on protecting their right, and it give insight if we read this article deeply. China help develop Philippine port and shipyard. China against, as we discussed earlier, raising footprint in the Indian Ocean. Small countries providing the large number of funds to develop their, irrespective of their repaying capacity, and in this way they come into the debt policy.